The Gil Hodges Community Garden runs deeper than what you might see growing on the surface. For those in Gowanus, Brooklyn, it's an intersection for neighborhood connection and environmental impact. The New York Restoration Project has 52 community gardens across the 5 boroughs, with a common goal that weaves through all their locations.
The New York Restoration Project is, we were founded to help, preserve green space in neglected neighborhoods. A community garden allows community members to have an active part in a green space.
So how do people find themselves joining the ranks of community gardeners in the city? For these two sisters, the connection is deeply personal.
We were looking for a place for our sister's memorial tree, and it was a wish of hers that she made known to her friends and family that she wanted a memorial tree planted in her memory.
Friends and family come from far and wide to have a Roxana tree party.
So there is that family connection as well as the community garden connection. The gate is open, so anybody's welcome to come in and join us.
And this open gate policy translates to the day-to-day work as well, with each member contributing a little bit differently to the space.
I really like talking to people that just stop by the garden for the first time. Sometimes they're not sure it's open to the public, and to invite them in and let them know, yes, it's a public garden. It's very inclusive. Whatever you want to do to participate, you can go everything from if you get some seeds, we'll give you part of the bed to plant, to just a local person who walks her dog, so she opens and closes at night.
But even if some neighbors don't know this spot even exists, anyone who lives nearby is feeling its impact.
So this part of the neighborhood in Brooklyn is very prone to flooding. So what we did here, we got a grant from the DEP, a little over $300,000 to help us put in some infrastructure. When the water is coming down the curb, it actually enters into the pit instead of keeping on going to the sewers. It's held in this large tank underneath this grate.
And off the roof, we capture rainwater that goes into a rainwater tub, which has a spigot, so we can use that to water the beds as well.
So basically the garden acts as a big sponge. It collects a lot of water from the surrounding neighborhood and stores it here instead of it flooding the streets.
And while the neighborhood around this lot is changing, the gardeners share why it's important to maintain an area like this for residents both old and new.
This is a neighborhood, as well as others in the city, that are just being taken over by giant towers of buildings that, may or may not attract all the people to live in them. That, these green spaces are really essential, I think, to a livable city. We can't all live near Central Park or Prospect Park or some of these larger green spaces, so this is what we have, right? And so I think we all have to contribute to maintaining it and preserving it for, us and the next generation.